This is the 2011 Toyota Camry LE 4-cylinder. This vehicle is equipped with a 2.5 liter 4-cylinder engine, produces 169 horsepower and 167 pound-feet of torque. It uses Toyota's dual variable valve timing with intelligence, which is a technology actually that Toyota pioneered. Basically what it does is it allows the intake and exhaust valves to change different timings throughout the entire RPM range, makes the vehicle much more efficient at all RPMs, really helps with your gas mileage. EPA gas mileage on this vehicle is 22 city and 32 highway. The Hyundai Sonata is rated at 22 city, 35 highway. A little bit higher than the EPA ratings, however, when Consumer Reports tested both vehicles, they averaged 26 out of the Camry 4-cylinder and 27 out of a Sonata, so not really a tremendous difference there. Just looking under the hood here, I want to point out the hood insulation here. What that's going to do is going to prevent a lot of engine noise from coming into the cabin as you're driving, and when you do drive it, you're going to find that the Camry is one of the quietest cars that you've ever driven in the midsize sedan class. You've got hood struts here. Might not seem like a big deal, however, when you're putting windshield washer fluid in your vehicle, when it's 20 degrees outside, you're not going to want to mess around with a prop rod trying to put those fluids into your car, so it's much easier to put the hood up. All your fluids are easily located and easily marked and clear so you can see where your fluid levels are at all times. All Toyotas also feature their exclusive Star safety system, which encompasses anti-lock brakes, electronic brake force distribution, brake assist, traction control, and vehicle stability control. Very simply, anti-lock brakes allows you to control the car during a panic stop because your brakes aren't locking up. Electronic brake force distribution provides more braking power to the wheel where the weight in the car is. So if you have your entire family in the car and luggage, you're going to get more brake power centered toward the rear of the vehicle and get maximum stopping power even with a loaded car. Brake assist gives you full braking power even if you don't hit that brake pedal hard enough in a panic stop. So you happen to be in traffic, maybe not paying attention, look up and the guy is stopped in front of you. You hit that brake pedal hard and fast enough that cars will know it's a panic stop, providing full hydraulic power. Traction control is going to prevent your drive wheels from spinning so you can control the vehicle as you're accelerating. And vehicle stability control, the last one and the most important one, prevents your car from sliding sideways. When you're going around a curve a little too fast, maybe it's raining, maybe it's snowing. Actually the safest or the best safety feature invented since seatbelts. Standard on all Camrys, in fact standard on all Toyotas. And something new for 2011 is the brake override system, which Toyota features on all 2011 models. What's going to happen there is in the unfortunate incident if your gas pedal gets stuck by any inanimate object, you hit the brakes at the same time, the computer in the vehicle is going to automatically disengage the accelerator and only allow the brake to work to help you stop that car even faster. Moving around to the side of the car, follow me. You'll notice how spacious the front seats in this vehicle are. The seats are very soft and very comfortable, all high quality materials. Moving to the back of the vehicle here, you'll notice you've got quite a large back seat, and this is where the Camry really shines. You've got a nearly flat floor back here, and also when you compare this back seat to the Sonata, the Camry has nearly 4 inches more rear leg room than the Sonata. You might also notice the Sonata has a very sloped roof line. What's going to happen is your taller passengers, when they go to get in the vehicle, they may even hit their head on the top here, or their heads may touch the ceiling when they sit in the back seat because of the low roof line that Sonata uses in its style. That coupled with the much larger legroom in the Camry makes this a great back seat. All your passengers will have ultimate comfort. Something else I want to point out to you here is something known as a comfort guide. What this does, obviously, is it brings the shoulder strap of the rear seat belt down. You can tuck it up into here. And what this does is, if you have a child back here that's graduated from a car seat or just a shorter passenger, this reduces or brings down the shoulder strap so that it doesn't cut into their neck, when they're riding back here in the vehicle. All power windows in the Camry have pinch protection, so if you have a child back here that sticks his hand out the window as the window's going up, their fingers aren't going to get pinched, it's going to hit their fingers and go right back down again. Also, all Toyotas feature child safety locks. You can lock this, and that door cannot be opened from this handle right here. Moving to the back of the car, you'll notice you've got a nice lined trunk and a nice large trunk. The back seats also fold down by using this handle right here. You pull that handle and you have a 60-40 split in the back seat. So you can also keep a passenger back here if you have longer, larger objects that you want to put in your vehicle. All Camrys give you a small storage tray right here so that if you do have some objects you don't want rolling around the trunk, you can place them here. This lining back here and all through the trunk, again, is going to provide much less road noise in this car and much less rear tire noise as you're driving down the road. LED taillights are standard on every Camry. Those light up a little bit quicker, a little bit brighter than your typical bulb. Much safer when you hit your brakes because they come on faster than your typical light bulb. You can put your hand here in the rear wheel well of the Camry. You'll feel a felt-like material. And what that does is, again, reduces the road noise coming from the rear tires. Also, any objects that are thrown up like rocks or sticks or what have you when you're driving makes this car extremely, extremely quiet. Moving to the driver's side door here. If you look in the hinges here, you can see a lot of styrofoam. What that is more sound deadening material. When you drive this car, you're going to notice this is by far the quietest car in its class. The Hyundai Sonata is a bit louder driving experience than the Camry. Motor Trend actually tested the Sonata against the Camry about 2 months ago. They found it was one of the second loudest vehicle in the entire class, next to the Honda Accord, which was the loudest vehicle. You have a power driver's seat in the Camry LE, which is standard equipment, also power lumbar support. You're not going to find that in a Hyundai Sonata. A base GLS, you've got to move up to an optional package in order to get a power driver's seat in the Hyundai Sonata GLS, which is just going to cost you additional money. There are 7 airbags in a Camry as standard equipment. 2 front airbags, 2 side airbags, 2 curtain airbags which protect your head in the event of a side collision, and a driver's side knee airbag. Your knees are the #1 place you will get injured in a front-end collision. The Toyota Camry is the only gas-powered vehicle, non-hybrid in its class, that gives you a driver's side knee airbag. You'll notice your center cluster is very easily laid out, very simple, very easy to locate certain buttons, certain controls, easy to figure out. You've got a 6-speed automatic transmission with sequential shift. What that's going to allow you to do is, if you do want to downshift on your own or upshift on your own, you can move that lever over to the left and upshift up and down by yourself. That 6-speed automatic transmission also is going to provide you better highway gas mileage because you have more gears that you can go to. Standard equipment also is your audio controls on your steering wheel, and your steering wheel is tilt and telescopic. Your gauge cluster here are Optitron gauges when you turn the car on. Those gauges light right up, very easy to read, and easy to look at all your information as you're driving, even in the daytime. So that about sums it up. I'll go ahead and get the keys, and we can go for a test drive.